All right, it looks like we are almost live. Give me a thumbs up, a hello, a happy Thanksgiving if you can hear me. And ready? 3, 2, and 1. Dook. All right, we're here. How are you guys doing? I hope you are feeling wonderful. I hope you are having a wonderful Wednesday. And we are here live. It is 8:15 Eastern time, my time. So do share what time zone you're popping in from, because I know each of you is coming from a different place. And today we are going to be talking about celebrating your successes, and in doing so, helping yourself to relieve stress from the holidays. So what does that look like? Okay, so there's a couple different things that we're going to be doing. And before we do that, I want to make sure everybody's on. So I'm sharing this over to my other group. And so I would like to invite you to that group, by the way, because I do most of my lives and more of my information and posting and support there. You can look up Freedom from Negative Thinking. You can also look in the comments right there. You'll be able to see that it's there as well. So if you look up Freedom from Negative Thinking, it's there. Or if you just look in the comments, you'll be able to see that the group is there. And you can ask any questions that you have. And I actually answer your questions. So the questions you hear me answering or the topics you see me answering, those are because folks in the Freedom from Negative Thinking group said, hey, can you share this? Or I don't understand this, or I'm dealing with this challenge, and I address it. So that's why I do this, because I have folks that just, they want to know, right? They're questioning, they're asking, they're trying to do different things in their life and they feel stuck. And so I help people take on their negative thoughts, their negative beliefs, or their limiting areas, and to be able to address them. And so that's what we're going to be doing today. So first of all, let's go ahead and open this up here and hit record. Yay! All right, so thank you guys so much for being here, and happy Thanksgiving. I hope you guys are feeling good, feeling prepared for tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day. And so today what we're going to be talking about is getting through tomorrow and feeling good, getting through this weekend and feeling good. When you allow yourself to celebrate your successes, it automatically takes you out of stress. So I'm going to go over with you some examples and some ideas that you can actually apply. So first and foremost, when you're getting with family, sometimes it doesn't go so well if you're not focused on the right things, or if people try to get into the past or bring up problems. Staying focused and reminding yourself and each other, Thanksgiving Day is the day for being thankful. So let's just not address that topic today. We can get into that on a different day. Or just continually getting into this space of why it is you're thankful, what it is you love about them, what it is you love about yourself. And today we're going to actually go into some of those examples. So get your pen and paper and get ready. Okay, so what's the first thing you want to take a look at? So what are you thankful for? Now, this is if you have family with you or family on Zoom, or let's say you don't have family. Let's say you're feeling with the struggle of the holidays don't look the way I want them to look. So giving yourself permission to be able to see that you've done the best that you could all this year. So being thankful, what is it that I love about family? What is it that I love about myself? What is it that I love about my life? What is it that I love about what I've been able to accomplish? What is it that I love actually moves you away from looking at all the stuff that's wrong. And when we get focused on what we didn't do or what's wrong, that's what puts us in that stressful space. And that's not where you want to be for this Thanksgiving holiday. You want to be for what the word means. You want to be in giving thanks. So let's say you're kind of frustrated and family's not the best and, you know, that kind of thing. Or let's say you really just love this time that you're with family. So think about the things that you're thankful for. So for example, I'm so thankful for you. I'm thankful that you've been a part of my life. I'm thankful that you've been on this journey with me. I'm thankful for the smiles that we've shared. I'm thankful for the thoughts that we've shared. I'm thankful for each like that you share that uplifts me. I'm thankful for each comment that you share that says, You're sharing your thoughts, and that's valuable. I'm thankful for, if it's a partner, I'm thankful for the support that they give, whatever support it is, even if they are sick and not able to give any kind of support in any way they would like to. They are support in my life because I love having them there. And I have a couple clients that I remind them, just because you're not giving in the way that you think you should, you're giving that person, they love you. You're giving them that connection. You're giving them that reason to exist today. You're giving them so much value. So look and see what it is that you're giving to others and what others are giving to you, and notice. You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to be in the should that you think you should be giving and offering. And so keep that in mind, because it's important that you allow yourself, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to fill in the shoulds. Just let yourself be grateful. And as you do, notice, wow, that's taking tension, that's taking stress out of my life, out of my body, out of my thoughts. It's having me focus on the here and now. And I can feel that. I can feel them. I can appreciate them. I can appreciate myself. So practice that today, practice that tomorrow, practice that this weekend, practice that the rest of your life, because you deserve that. So what's another way? Share with me some ways that you allow yourself to notice how you can be thankful for this holiday, how you can release stress in your life. And so there's actual activities that you can do. Breathing, holding it in, feeling that stretch, raise up your arms, give a nice big stretch. So you're stretching your shoulders, your rhomboids, you're stretching your lower back, breathing out. Yeah. So bring in that physical change that you can bring Thanksgiving. And what I love about raising my hands is I actually feel like that's the Thanksgiving pose, right? I'm just, oh, thank you so much, God, for everything that you bring into my life. Yay. And it just continues to bring in that same thing on a physical level. It also opens up your chest, opens up, you have little intercostal muscles in between each little rib. It opens that up. It opens your rotators. It opens up everything, literally. And it actually is this space of opening up for a hug, opening up for abundance, allowing into your life. And so even the physical aspect of that, you could do it standing up. You could do it with your chest out and your arms at your hips and be like, yay, I'm allowing love and I'm allowing acceptance. And as you are in that pose, you can ask other people to join you. And it brings such connection. It brings such opening. It brings fun. So you can let yourself do that, bring in that fun. And think about the different things that are important to you. Stay in the moment. What's important to me? What's important to me is love. What's important to me is connection. What's important to me is creating that. So is it about being right? Is it about getting my point across? Is it about making sure that you know what I think? Some of that's important, yes. But the way we do it makes all the difference. So notice your tones. Notice if you're getting impatient. Notice other people might not hear the way you hear. So ask more questions. Like, tell me what you think I said. Tell me what you think I mean. Tell me what that means to you. So that way, instead of getting into arguments or things like that, and also too, realizing a lot of things are just an opinion. So if I'm like, well, I like this president or I hate this president, nobody cares, right? The president will be gone. It's not going to stay. I like this weather. It's cold. I hate this weather. It's cold. Nobody really cares. It's just an opinion, right? So it's important that if two people are jumping on their opinion, it's just an opinion. I still like the cold, or I still don't like the cold. Their opinion is not going to change my opinion. So what happens is sometimes people get this idea that if you don't accept my opinion, you're not accepting me. But we can allow ourselves to connect with, oh, my opinion's my opinion, their opinion's their opinion. It's just an opinion. I love them, they love me. And to even be able to say that out loud. Okay, cool. I'm glad that you like the cold. Knowing inside I don't. And that's okay. I'm glad that you like the cold. I'll definitely be looking forward to the warm. And either way, I love you. So it really connects you and connects them back to what's true, back to what's real, back to what's important, back to celebrating your love, celebrating your connection, celebrating each other. And so just practice these different techniques, practice these different tools. Share in the comments what it is that you do. Share in the comments how it is that you're connected, how it is that you shift off those stressors, how you can acknowledge yourself and be like, oh, look at what I just did. I did that. I did that right there. I like that. Share those things so we can support each other. And also the group, the Freedom from Negative Thinking, share in their other ideas. If you feel like, I want more freedom from this negative thought, or I want more freedom from this particular challenge, then let me know and I'll give you some additional tools and tips. And be kind with yourself for the holidays. Be loving with yourself. Be nurturing with yourself. If something doesn't turn out well, be kind, right? You can cook something else, or you can purchase something else, or if somebody's in a really bad mood or they're sick or whatever, just let them have their space. Realize that people going through stuff, it doesn't mean it's personal. It doesn't mean that they're trying to hurt you. So let yourself have kindness over your own thinking, kindness over them. But it also doesn't allow that they can be rude and disrespectful. So set your boundaries. And we think oftentimes that boundaries mean, no, don't do that, right. Like we have to wait till we're angry. And that anger means that we have to be aggressive. Anger is just there to tell you that something is unfair and unjust and to set boundaries. Boundaries are there to be able to speak your mind and be heard and hear the other person. And it is meant to be done in a respectful way. So I'll give you an example. You can use this as a blueprint. And if you need this written out, let me know. I can share it with you. Ask me in Messenger, or you can join the Freedom from Negative Thinking Facebook group. It's a free group. I put my resources in there when it's asked for. So number one, you're going to say a positive statement. Now, this isn't about blowing smoke up anybody's behind here, guys. This is about creating connection. Speaking what's true. Like, hey, I know we're really trying here. Or, hey, I love that we're having this conversation, even if it's a hard one, because it's a good conversation. Or, I appreciate that you're communicating with me. Or if it's somebody you just love to pieces, you just say it. I love you to pieces. When you say or do blank. So when you talk about that, or when you talk about me, or when you put down my cooking, or when you, whatever it is, they could be saying something, when you joke about this, or when you, whatever it is, I feel. Now, we get confused and we say things like, I feel like you're being mean. That's not a feeling. Or I feel like you don't care. That's not a feeling either. So I've shared with you many times the book called The Secret Language of Feelings and how it breaks down emotions really simply. I feel sad. I feel angry. I feel lonely. I feel inadequate. I feel scared. I feel anxious, right? Any of those. Now, fear is anxious. Those are the same, but a lot of times we use anxious and don't realize it's the same. I feel overwhelmed, or I feel stressed, or I feel the feeling. Share what you feel. And notice it's not the same thing of what you think. Also share what you think. Get them both going in there. I think that you're trying to be rude to me. I think I might be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. I feel inadequate, like I don't know how to respond to you. I feel sad, like I feel a separation between us. I feel lonely, like we're both here, but I feel separate from you. I feel angry. I feel like you're being unfair. So it helps you to share what you feel and what you think. So you're able to see, okay, so because I think this, I feel this. So if I stopped thinking this, I wouldn't feel this anymore. So let's get clear. My thought is you're trying to hurt me. What are you trying to do? So the next question or the next statement is I need to know what it is that you're trying to do when you say that. I need to know what's your goal when you do that. I need, and you fill in the blank of what your needs are. We do not share what we need. Instead, we just start attacking, or we just start becoming reactive. And when you set these boundaries, you're celebrating yourself. You're speaking out what you need. You're celebrating them. You're speaking out what it is they need. Then you can say, tell me what you hear me saying. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me what you're feeling. So use that blueprint. Positive connection. When you say or do blank, I feel and think blank. I need blank. Connect. What are they hearing? Then you're able to see what's their interpretation like. You're also able to see how it is you're coming across, because it's our responsibility to take a look at how we're coming across. Now, if we're being as clear as possible and the other person is not getting us, then we get to create more clarity. Like, I can see that you're not really getting me. Let's try it another way. How about I write it? Because sometimes we can write a little bit differently, or sometimes when someone reads, they can receive it a little bit differently. So those are just some ideas to help you acknowledge yourself, celebrate yourself, and to be able to release the stress out of your life over the holidays. Now, there's some things that are important for you to do, right? So like I mentioned, it's important that you have some things you do physically. So your breath, breathing in, stretching those arms, which stretches your back, which stretches your body, which stretches your glutes. It makes sure you get more oxygen. So physically noticing if you're holding in that stress, releasing it in those ways. Having fun. Tell each other jokes. Look up dad jokes so they don't have to be too inappropriate, or look up kid jokes, or, you might like roll your eyes and be like, aha, but it's still fun. It's still bringing lightness. Play more games. Watch fun comedies. Choose to bring fun, whatever it looks like. Now, if it's a person, they're just old and fun is not part of their life, then allow yourselves, hey, let me tell you a joke, or let me rub your feet, or let me just hold your hand, or let me just tell you what I've been up to. So it's bringing fun. It doesn't have to be funny, but it could be, let me tell you a fun joke, or tell me a fun story about when you were young. They may not tell it in a fun way, but they're still telling you a fun story about their life. Tell me a fun story about a memory that you had. Tell me a fun story about when you were growing. So it just brings that fun connection. So you can create it even with the most boring person. So it's doable. So I just want to check and see if you have any questions here. So I'm just looking to see if you do. Thank you for sharing your heart. So good to see you, Melissa Lynn. So I do love when you guys ask questions, and I do love when you share challenges, and I do love, even if you were to be like, yeah, I don't think how that's gonna work. That's okay, because then I can give you some more ideas if I know what your questions are. Okay, perfect. So I gotta jump back on what I was talking about. Oh, your body physically. So the other thing is, make sure you get enough rest tonight, so that way you're feeling good tomorrow. Make sure you're getting enough water. If you're like, oh, I don't really drink water, then find a way. So I drink water with lemon. I don't really care for water without it. Water with celery, water with strawberries, water with cucumber, whatever it is, water with tea, even coffee. If you, sometimes you can have, I have like watered down coffee. I have more water than coffee, whatever it is that helps you. Now it's decaf, but make sure you're not getting things that are a diuretic that deplete you. So if you have wine, if you have a beer, have a glass of water in between. It actually heightens that buzz. It keeps it going. If you're having soda, have water in between. Keep your body hydrated. Your body works with electricity. Electricity flows through the water. So if your body is sticky, the electricity doesn't go through quickly. So you can't think quickly. You get kind of fogged out. You get tired. You get drained. Your body and muscles get stressed, right? So all those things are happening. If you're feeling stressed out because stuff's happening, call a friend or write in your journal, or go in the car and scream your head off. De-stress. Go for a walk or go for a run. Punch the pillow, whatever it is. Let that excess energy, because that's all it is. It's not bad. It's just excess energy that you can allow yourself to kind of get out and be like, all right, that feels good now. So let yourself do that so you can feel good. If you have some friends that you can reach out to them. If you don't have friends who are in a healthy space, don't reach out to them. Now is not a good time. If family stresses you out, now is not a good time. Wait until you have to deal with them. So it's just a limited time and you feel good, and then they go home and you're good. So let yourself go through these practices and relax and feel good. Remember that it's about Thanksgiving. It's not about the past. It's not about any stressful things. It's not about politics. It's not about religion. It's not about opinions and who's right and who's wrong. It's about, hey, what do you think? What do you feel? What are you up to? Cool. This is what I think, and this is what I feel, and this is what I'm up to. Cool. That's it. Take care of you, feel good, get your stretch on, get your water on, get your sleep on, get your vitamins, get whatever that you need. Don't do too much on the coffee, don't do too much on the food, don't do too much on the sugars, because that's going to bog down your system as it's trying to digest. It'll spike up your sugar, so it'll make you extra tired. So now you're just like, oh, I feel like this, and now I'm trying to deal with this extra stress. I can't do it. So instead, you feel more refreshed and you feel really good. And I also have a product called Digestive Enzymes. I use this. Now, I mentioned it this week, so that way you could have it for Thanksgiving, but obviously today it'll be a little too late unless you're local and you can swing by and pick some up. It's like $1 and some change per little packet, and each little packet has 2 in it. It helps with digestion. My digestion process is really slow, and so I get like acid reflux and I get an upset tummy. It also works when you overeat. It helps to add that extra digestive enzymes for that. So get something like that, right? If you want to get this, you can. You might obviously won't have it for tomorrow unless you can swing by and get it. But if you can, I'm here, so let me know. And the other thing I wanted to share is make sure that you're chewing slowly. I know we don't think about this, but when we're busy talking, we're just like, put your fork or your spoon down. That, and then push the plate away a little bit, and then you can cross your hands, and you could be talking, and you could be like in the conversation. That's another way that will help you chew and eat a little bit slower. Because if you're not being mindful of what you're doing because you're busy talking, that physical logistical process will actually help you to be mindful without being mindful. So it's a fun little extra. So those are just some tips and tools for today. They're things that you can step into tomorrow and any holiday, by the way. And even when you go out to eat, those are things that you can do to practice. Take care of you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And if you have time today, by the way, I don't know if you've been seeing the invite, but you'll be able to take a look on my Facebook page. You'll see Community Education Series. It's through an amazing group, the Recovery Village. I'm going to be speaking, and I'm going to be talking more about releasing negative thinking, releasing how it kind of binds us up, and using the acronym ACT. And so it's really being able to change your life, change your experience, change your reality, and just step into the life that you want. So if you would really like more of that, take a look at my Facebook page. You can see the link there. It's free. Register, and I'll see you there. So you take care of you. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Know that I love you and appreciate you. Hearts, hearts, yay. And as always, bring it in big squishy hugs. Know that you're loved. Know that you're appreciated. Know that I'm thankful for you. Know that you're important. Speak these wonderful words into your life. Speak them into your head. Speak them into your heart. Speak them into your dreams. Speak them into your digestive system when you're eating. I know that sounds funny, but with each bite, Tammy says, I'm loved. Tammy says, I'm appreciated. Tammy says, I need to drink water because it's good for my body. I know that sounds funny, but it actually slows down your digestive system when you're thinking these positive, supportive, loving things over yourself and your body. It also helps your system respond. There was actually an experiment that was done. It's around the movie The Secret and the idea of law of attraction. So if you have rice that's cooked, and you have 3 separate rice containers of cooked rice, and I know this sounds super funny, but they've actually proven that molecules of water take on different forms, different shapes based on what they're hearing. So for instance, if the rice, you say loving things, it stays cleaner longer. the rice that you just put away and ignore, it starts to mold. Now, this is the same amount of time, same rice, just different containers, but the same kind of containers. If you say bad things like, you're stupid, I hate you, shut up, stuff like that, that rice will mold way quicker than the other rice that you speak kind things to. Now, the rice that you just ignore, it'll mold slower. I mean, it'll still mold though. The rice that you say kind things to takes a very long time to mold. Tough. Like when I talk about that, I get goosebumps. You can't see them because I'm like totally warmed up. But you are 75% water. The way you speak to yourself takes on form. It can create health or it can create illness. Speak love into your life. Be kind to yourself. Be supportive to yourself. Acknowledge yourself. Celebrate yourself. Practice all these things that I just shared with you today and tomorrow. And keep coming back so you can keep practicing them, teaching your subconscious mind exactly who you are, exactly what you deserve, and reform your body, the subconscious level, the molecular level, to the very aspects of each cell particle with water, with the water in your brain, the water in your heart, the water in your lungs, the water in your muscles, the water in your saliva. Think about how you feel when you say unkind things to yourself or be in stress or frustration or think unkind things about other people. And then think about how you feel when you think about the good things about them and the good things about you and the good things you're creating. It's just like, oh, sunshine and rainbows and unicorns and cotton candy. I know sometimes I'm silly and sometimes I'm facetious, but it's fun and it brings that fun into your life. And you, my friend, deserve it. If you need more of this, if you need more support, if you need more connection, if you need more whatever, let me know. Personal message me, text message me. You can see my number right over here, 954-657-3407. I'm always doing some kind of workshop, some kind of support, whether it's with couples, whether it's with individuals, whether, I mean, this work works with anything that's going on in limiting your mind, limiting your communication, limiting your relationship, limiting your business. This work works. That's why I do it. So let's take out that mind trash, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We don't need that trash up in there. You take care of yourselves. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. Ciao for now.